Yurr, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Shak, and we're tuning right back. In today's video, I am joined here by the one and only Christy. You guys will find out how we met and everything. I was gonna do an introduction before I got here, but I had to do the intro like while arrived. Because I was having trouble with the cameras and setting it up on Discord and trying to use it with OBS, a whole bunch of BS chats. I won't lie. But anyways, we're here now, and today I have a Q&A for her. I'm just gonna ask her general questions, nothing too hectic. Maybe it could turn spicy, but we shall see. So let's get started. Let me get to the introduction. Alrighty. So let's hear your introduction to begin with.
Okay,
How would you introduce yourself?
hi, my name's Christy.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 17.
From where?
I'm from South Korea, and
Okay.
I'm Russian Korean.
Okay, that's the mixture. So the first question is, I was telling them
Show me
before
what's
like how we met. So would you like to do the explanation as to how we met the first time? How we came across each other,
was it
basically.
was it like Monkey?
Yeah.
It was one of those apps. Yeah. I just got a Monkey, and this man started talking to me,
This
and
man.
he suggested this dude started talking to me, and I'm like, ew, a man. I'm kidding.
Yeah, go ahead.
um, I don't remember much of our interaction, honestly. We just kind of like yapped about life and stuff, and then I talked a lot about my man, is all I remember, and then he suggested an e-date, and I was like, sure. And then this man took a while to reach out, and then today, 20
Now
minutes ago, he just
the
randomly
e-date's
decided.
still on its way. Like low key. I still need to sort that out because I need to be able to stream on Twitch. Like right
Coming
now my
soon,
internet's
guys.
not stable enough. What you mean? Why are you laughing like that? Like it's not coming soon.
So did you see what I just did?
Okay. Let's
I was
get
looking
started though.
close.
So I have
Coming
a
soon, guys.
series. I have a series of questions that I want to ask you. Whichever ones you want to skip, you can let me
Yeah.
know. The first one is:
Okay.
Have you ever used any dating apps before?
No.
Never. Is it because
Never.
you've never felt the need, or
Yeah.
what's the reasoning?
Well, the first reasoning is that dating apps would give me local people, and I'm not interested in dating another, you know, like an average Korean man, because I'd probably have trouble communicating with them.
Damn. So you think if you use the app,
Second,
you'd only find Koreans?
well, there is an app for foreigners, but those are usually just for hookups, and that's not what I'm looking for. And I also believe that love isn't something that you just find,
Okay.
so you just kind of it just kind of happens, you know. If you go searching for it, you're not gonna find it.
So maybe that's why I haven't found it. Maybe I've been searching too much. That makes sense. I see where you're coming from now. Okay, the second one is: our first dates. Do you think first dates are necessary?
First dates are necessary.
In your opinion, do you think they're necessary? Like, do you have to go on first dates, or you can already kick things off like from the get go?
I think it depends if you know the person or not. If this is a person you don't know at all, then yeah, first date's necessary. I feel like in majority of cases, first dates are necessary,
Okay.
even if you start off as friends, as like a little transition into the romantic relationship. Um, yeah,
Even
I
if
think they
they
are
invite,
necessary.
even if they invited you over to their place, would you go as a first date idea? If they suggested it,
No,
so it has to be outside.
no, like because then it's like obvious that it's not love. It's just funsies, you know. If I was looking for something real and like deep, the first date should not be at home.
So only authentic relationships, like they have to be elsewhere besides home to begin with.
Yeah, I think like a little restaurant, like a little cafe. It doesn't even have to be like somewhere like that. Like my first date was my first ever date with my first ex was we literally just walked around the beach. We walked around the park, we walked down the beach, and like we just talked. And I
Okay.
think first dates are necessary in order to get to know each other in like a romantic aspect. You know what I mean?
Now that's a fact. You're on the right track. Okay, I'm liking the
Oh,
responses so far. Next one, let's
okay.
see. What should attraction depend on? For you, is it like a physical thing? Is it like something in specific that you look for in someone, or is it personality? Where would you say you stand with it?
Well, I don't think there should be like a necessary like standard for attraction. I think attraction is different for everybody and it works differently for everybody. For example, for one person, it could just be like solely the physical attraction. For one person,
Hmm.
it could be like they're ugly as hell, but like they're funny.
Yeah.
Um, for me personally, it's a mix of all of them. I feel like if I'm not physically attracted to them, like I know I'll sound like an asshole for saying this, but am I allowed to curse?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Like, I might sound like an asshole for saying this, but like, I, if I'm not physically attracted by them in the first place, there's nothing catching me. There's nothing
Hmm.
catching my attention so that I could pursue that romantic thing further. You know what
Endeavors.
I mean? So, endeavors, crazy. Just like a connection, like a possible connection. And further then, from like, if you pass the first, then from there I can see if we match personalities. If you like complement my personality, it doesn't have to be similar. But you know, like the olive theory, I don't have to, like, for example, if I hate olives and you like olives, that means we're a good match. Something like that. And those little pieces eventually lead to like different things where like your beliefs and values match up. For me, that's really important.
Hmm.
So I think it's a mix of
Okay.
everything, like what
I hear
attracts you
you.
to a different person.
So they have to be physically appealing. At least you didn't just say personality, because some people would just say like it's just the physical attraction, and then I mean they would say that they're not
Mm,
attracted to the looks, so they would only go for personality, which is a lie.
what I say often is like, in the beginning, the physical attraction is what like catches you. It's like what gets you in the first place. But the personality and the beliefs and everything abstract is what keeps you in that relationship. You know what I mean?
Okay, dropping some wisdom. I love to hear it. Next one
Thank
says,
you.
how long till you consider a relationship? Like, let's say you just met someone for the first time. How long do you think it would take before you decide to get in a relationship?
I'm gonna say something controversial. Um, do you know the 3 month rule where you have to
Oh
like
my gosh. No, don't tell me you believe in it.
I don't. That's what I was gonna say. It's a little controversial. I don't think it depends because I feel like in situations where you're unsure and you don't know if this is like a joke, if this is you're being played,
Hmm.
in that situation, yeah, stick by the 3 month rule. But even in the cases that, like, I've had cases where like the men will literally wait years just to end
Oh
up playing you. You know what I mean?
no. Wait, you had someone
They
that
just want to.
waited years.
Yeah, they're playing the long game for like a long time. So I feel like the 3 month rule does absolutely nothing except for you maybe you get to a deeper level if both of you are serious about it. But I feel like if both of you are serious about it, then you don't have to jump in that quick. I think you know when you know. It's just like a feeling thing. When you feel
Okay.
familiar to that person, you're feeling comfortable and you associate that person with like, good positive energy, love, attraction, then and both of your feelings are like, they're reciprocating, then you're good. Good to
So
go.
wait, have you
Start
ever
dating,
tried to
okay?
use that 3 month rule on someone?
I have.
And how did that work out? Would you say it works or not?
I did it differently. So I didn't like do 3 months before we started dating. I gave my ex a second chance. And in that second chance, I was like, I'm gonna give him 3 months to see if he and like in those 3 months, if it like dies down, then I know it's not like.
A real connection.
And
Okay.
it worked halfway because he kept going, and then I was like, oh, so he does have real feelings. But and
Okay.
at the same time, I just like I forgot that I my feelings also matter, and I just realized, oh, I don't like him anymore. So it was
You
it was
forgot
actually
that your
the three
feelings
month rule.
mattered.
I forgot that like my feelings were a part of the equation because I was so focused on like if he likes me or not. And then I was like, do I really like him? And in those 3 months, I really questioned that. And then I realized like, no, I'm just bored. So then I did
Yeah.
the right thing and I cut him off.
Okay. Next one says, can you be friends with an ex? Do you believe you can be friends with an ex?
Absolutely not. No, you cannot be a friend. You cannot be friends with your ex. I've tried it. It doesn't work
Why? Because
unless
it
that
always
relationship is really.
escalates, or because you keep having a connection? What's the reason? So why you wouldn't make someone your friend?
So when I say this, when I'm referring to an ex, I'm referring to a person that you've dated for a long time and had a deep romantic connection with them in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
If it was like dating, like you dated for like 2, 3 months and then you realized you guys are better off as friends, yeah, that's perfectly fine. You can stay friends. But if it's like an ex that you dated for 2 years and then you've had such good feelings for him and then you're keeping them friends, you're staying friends because you don't want to lose each other. No, that's just gonna it's gonna end in like two ways. You're either gonna be really, really hurt because you're suffering, because you like psychologically we can't if we can't get to a certain level of a relationship with a certain person that like we desire to be with, it
Mm-hmm.
like genuinely hurts us. Two, you're just gonna get back together, so then what's the point? You know what I mean? And
So
that's
that
never
happened to
good,
you,
yeah.
like while you tried to be friends, you just ended up getting back together, like
Yeah.
accidentally.
Every single time.
Damn.
Every single time it either like destroyed me mentally or we would say we're friends, but it's very clear we're not. Like it's just a label, but we're like not friends. And
So
then that would just lead to like more interventions.
would you get in a relationship with someone who's still friends with their ex?
No, absolutely not.
Why? Because you think these sneaky behaviors happening behind closed doors.
Sneaking behavior. No, I'm never worried about that. If we have a question with cheating, I will express my full opinion on it. But for now, all I'm gonna say is I if you are the type of person that stays friends with their ex, that already tells me a lot about you.
What does it say?
Like if like let's say like the case that I gave you earlier, like a man
Uh-huh.
was dating this girl for 2 years and that was like the love of his life, you and then after you like they broke up and then they stayed friends. And I'm going into this relationship with this man who still has this ex as their friend. In that case,
Okay.
number one, I already know I'm never going to be the top priority because he's still clinging on to it. Because otherwise, it would mean nothing for him to cut that girl off. Two, you're not capable of cutting ties and like ending chapters in a clean slate and starting new beginnings. Which, like, that tells me a lot. How is our breakup going to be? And I know it's not going to last a while.
Isn't that a good
So,
thing
like,
though? Cause
there's
like it's like they ended on good terms, so now they friends. It's not like he did something bad that they would have to cut ties.
Uh, I see breakups in different ways in different situations. Like breakups can be so many different things. It could be like I ghost someone. It could be they cheated. It could be messy fight. It could be like a clean slate. Like yo, I don't think this is gonna work.
That's a fact.
Just because you get off of a relationship, just because you get out of a relationship on good terms, doesn't mean that it was a good breakup, in my opinion.
Bars, bars. Okay. And then what would you say is your ideal first date?
My ideal first date. Oh, I'd say just like walking around the city and like just doing random things.
Is that the date that
I
you've
don't want to
already
go.
experienced, or it's the date that you want to experience?
I probably experienced it at one point in my life. I've never
Okay.
had like an official first date. You know what I mean?
Maybe someone watching this video might come and, capture.
If you're in my area, hit me up.
Ooh. Okay, so she's open to it. Maybe you'll
Mm.
find your potential in one of the viewers. Maybe we're on that date actually.
Okay.
Okay, next one. What's your biggest turn off?
My biggest turn off. Pessimistic guys.
What does that even mean?
Pessimist. try hard guys. Like,
Okay.
if I'm talking to you and our daily conversations are either all about you and you don't know how to listen to what I have to say, or if it's like all you do is rant, like, yo, like I had a game today, it was so bad, like I'm gonna crash out, like every single day. Then I'm gonna slowly question like, do you not have a life? Like,
Mm-hmm.
are you happy with the life you're building?
That's a
That is
fact.
a big turn off for me.
So that's basically like someone who's emotional and expressive in a way.
Not no 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 not emotional and expressive. It's not about like how what they express. It's about like no, it's not about how they express it. It's about what they express. Like you could have so many like good observation or like good like you can be positive about life. You can have positive outlooks. You can find like ways to like make something positive. And
Okay.
obviously a few bad days, of course that happens. Like I text my friends every few days and I'm like, I hate this class or like I hate this person or like I'm struggling right now. And that's totally fine. But if every single day is you telling me that like you're gonna crash out and you're gonna kill yourself because your like football game didn't win or something like that, then
Yeah.
no. Immediately gonna like disassociate.
Nah, sure. That's a wild one. I'm not gonna lie.
Experience.
Huh?
That's coming from experience. Like I genuinely get tired.
Damn. So you've had someone who was basically seeking for assistance in a way, or bring a lot of negative energy and negative news, and
Hmm.
make every day seem problematic.
Hmm.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
sounds exhausting.
It was exhausting because it kept going for like a good 5 months.
Okay. Let's see. Next one. How important is money in a relationship?
Ooh, okay. I wouldn't say it's the number one thing.
Uh huh.
In a relationship, in general, I do not look at money.
So you wouldn't say you've ever gotten spoiled?
I have gotten spoiled before, yeah, which is why it's hard for me to say this because I am kind of biased. I've dated a bunch of guys that happen to be rich
Mm-hmm.
because of like the area that I'm in, you know what I mean? It's like it's really like everyone around me is just like a rich spoiled Asian, but
You're supposed to
so
get me out the hood. Why am I still in the hood then? Yeah, go
yeah,
on.
I'm a little bit biased. Like, yeah, of course, I've had a guy whose dad was like a CEO of like I don't even know what company it was, but it was like a global company that was doing really well, and he was like rich, rich, and they're French.
Okay.
So it was just like for 2 weeks, I didn't even have to live at my own home. He paid for absolutely everything, not like $2,000 on me like every week, and I'm like, and obviously I was like, I first I kind of just like, okay, you can pay for me at like the movies or like if we get dinner, but like that's too much. And that's about it. Like the other rich guys, I've made it like very clear I'm not a gold digger because I've been really scared of being accused of that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think money doesn't matter, but it does make things easier
No, it
in a
does.
relationship.
That's a
Because
fair
money
take.
problems eventually like do if you're in like a deep relationship, it does lead to some problems in the relationship. Like for me, I'm like 17, it doesn't really matter if you have money or not. I'm
Mm-hmm.
still gonna like go out with you.
So wait,
Oh,
you
like
said that
I'll
person
go
spent $2,000.
like in a week, yeah.
Did this occur like across multiple weeks, or just like 1 week? Multiple weeks.
It was like 2, 3 it was like 2, 3 weeks. So he spent quite a bit of money on me in those 2, 3 weeks. And then
Did he
after
ask
that,
for
it
any
was
of it
just
back, or
he
yo?
was actually gonna spend more on me, like, if I didn't stop him. I had, like, a really good, like, intervention with him. I'm like, "This is serious, like, you need to stop."
I think you need to get back with him, Loki, till you get us out the hood, and then you can leave him after that. I need to be set up for
He's
success.
he's we have each other blocked on everything.
Damn. So wait, why did you guys stop communicating? It seems like he was doing the most for you, though.
Um, really, honestly, am I allowed to say this?
Now say,
It's gonna be on my
if you
digital.
can't, then I'll bleep it or I'll cut it out. Go ahead.
This is my digital footprint we're talking about. This is my reputation. We just went like a week or two without just talking, and then
Mm-hmm.
when we got, I was like, I realized because I was really busy, so I didn't even realize that how he hasn't texted me. So I'm like, oh shit. And I texted him, I was like, can we talk today? So then we call, and he tells me he lost feelings.
Damn.
And by then, I'm already deleting everything like I had of us together because I don't care. I'm like,
But
great.
you still had feelings towards him when it ended.
I did
So
not.
what? You lost it the second the relationship ended.
No, because I'm just really good at detaching. Like I could have feelings
I don't
for
know if
someone,
that's a
but
red
it's never.
flag.
I'm never. It probably is, but it like it doesn't. I never let myself like someone or like be attracted to someone enough that I get attached to a point where I can't live without them. You know what I mean?
I
So
do
like
the same
any
thing,
day,
so I
any
see where you're coming from.
I'm like a fight or flight mode all the time if I'm dating. So every single day I'm ready for like someone to come in and be like, sorry, I need to talk to you. This guy killed your grandma, blended your dog, and he cheated on you with 500 different people.
Why did that
And then
sound
I'm
so
ready. Great.
specific? Yeah.
No, like that.
It
That's
sounds
like
like you've been
obviously an
through a lot
extreme.
of. It seems like you've been through a lot of deep situations, yo. Wait to describe it in that way.
Yeah. I'd
Okay.
call, let's say deep.
Mm-hmm. Next
Or
one.
might I say
What are the?
traumatic?
Huh?
Nothing.
No, repeat. We want to hear
Oh,
that.
I said, may I say traumatic?
Oh yeah, you can. Okay. Let's see. What makes a relation? No, wait. Let me rephrase this. What are the ingredients that you think make a relationship last longer?
I think there's already like some kind of formula out there, but
Now, for you, like let's say for example, like top three.
top three.
Can be top three like
Humor,
characteristics.
humor slash personality match. I'm sorry,
Okay.
if you're not funny, we're not lasting long at all. If you can't match my energy and if you can't match my personality, we're not working out. Absolutely not. Two, constant like show of affection. Because usually it dies down after like the honeymoon, you know, and then you're just kind of like an old married couple. No, if that dies down, the relationship dies down, and
Okay.
I feel like that's pretty common sense. That communication, honesty, and I feel like that's top.
Any more you wanna add to the list, or are you fine with that top three?
Hmm?
Is there more that you wanna add to that list, or are you fine with that top three?
I think I covered it pretty generally. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Okay. Last question.
Should I
I
become
think
a
I'll leave you
relationship
off with this
therapist?
one. Huh?
Should I become a relationship therapist? I think I'm doing really well.
What do you think? You think it, we'll see. We'll see what the comments are saying. Maybe someone will ask for your assistance. You know, I
Thing.
might be here for the appointment.
Last question is like, so I'm having girl problems, and this girl's telling me this. Okay, what's
So
the last
okay,
one?
last one goes to what's your biggest asset in a relationship? What do you think is like one of your strengths when it comes to a relationship?
I have a lot of tolerance.
Mm. Is that a bad thing
Like
or a good thing?
whatever bullshit you're up to, I will put up with it if I love you enough. You know what I mean? If I love a man, I will put up with whatever bullshit it is. Like we'll talk about it or something like bad habits. or like the ranting thing that I told you about. Like if I love a man enough, like that
Hmm.
turn off, I can handle it. Like long distance or like fights, problems. Like I'm tolerant and patient enough to like wait it out or help you through it and like actually like tackle the problem so we can move forward. I think and every other trait of mine is toxic, so that's like the one good one I could think of.
You said the rest are toxic. So wait, not, that makes me ask
Yeah.
now. What are the red flags? Red flags
Oh,
slash
well, first one,
toxic traits.
disassociation. Disassociation, that the one I told you earlier. I have the ability to like the second you do anything that even slightly alarms me, I
Hmm.
have the ability to shut my brain off. And I don't know how I discovered this. I actually thought I was like borderline like crazy, but like I'll probably like maybe cry over it like a day, and then after that I'm done and like I moved on.
That quick.
I just like if I was like I'm dating like a man. I was dating a man for 3 years, and this is how I discovered it. The day that we ended everything because I found out how many times he cheated on me, all of the things he's done behind my back. I cut it off and I cried about it for like, that day. The next
Hmm.
day, I was literally so happy. And the day before that, like I just like in the middle of crying, I just shut it off. I was like,
Change of expression.
okay. It just like something like turned off and I don't know what it was. Like there was something wrong with my brain chemistry. And then that's it. That's the last time I cried over him.
Damn.
That was the end of a
So,
3 year
so there's
relationship.
no tips that you could give for a relationship that just ended.
Time heals everything. Don't try to jump into I need to let go, I need to move
Time
on, I
heals
need to forget him.
everything, but
No.
you heal in a day.
No, like I mean obviously that did take a while. I'm just saying the attachment. Like, I usually take more time to get over the relationship itself than the person.
Mm, okay.
Wait, no. That's the opposite, sorry. Like, the
It's
relationship,
usually the
I'll get over it quick.
person. Okay.
It's the loss of the person, like, for, like, a bit I won't be too sad about it is the thing. Like, I'll definitely mourn it, just not enough that it, like, di disturbs my, like, daily life. Like, something that I'll be like, "Oh, yeah, I miss him anyways."
Okay. Interesting.
But if you
Well, I
love someone,
appreciate.
if you
Huh?
if you, like, break up with someone and you're, like, really, really upset about it, then, like, yeah, time heals everything.
Okay. Well, you guys heard it here first from Christy. Maybe you guys will come here for appointments. Apparently, she's got the therapeutic quotes and everything. So if you need some wisdom, she might be the go-to person. And let me know down in the comment section if you guys want me to feature her in one of the e-dates. So that you guys can come and compete and see who comes out on top with her. If you guys think she's valid enough, you guys let me know. But hey, other than that,
Okay.
Christy, I appreciate you for being here.
Thank you for
And
having me.
no stress.